you? I am Olenka and today we are making creamy polenta. Creamy, silky, delicious, with few ingredients. You are going to have the most amazing experience in your life with polenta, because polenta could be bland or it could be creamy, silky, delicious, and you could have an amazing and memorable experience, right? So stay with me and I'll share it with you. In order for us to make a creamy polenta, we need some chicken stock. So my chicken stock is in here and I need it to be boiling in order to start my polenta. Do not start the process with cold chicken stock and with cold polenta, because chances are that you are gonna get a lumpy polenta, which at least for me, it is not ideal. So if we would like to have this super creamy, silky polenta, start with hot chicken stock. If you're not into chicken stock and you want to go vegetable stock, go with your vegetable stock, not a problem. I wouldn't suggest to go with water because we need something to add a little bit of flavor, okay? And for me, this is the best way to incorporate it in the cooking process, okay? So that's number one. What else do we need? We need polenta, okay? We need some salt, a little bit of butter, of course, Parmigiano Reggiano, right? You can use cream, you know, like whipped cream, or half and half. Today I am using half and half because I feel that it works totally perfect with my polenta and it's what I have in hand. But if you want and you have cream, go for cream, not a problem. And then I'm gonna have a little bit of pepper because I like a little bit of that peppery, you know, within my polenta. So those are our ingredients. Easy, simple, practical, you can do it. My chicken stock is boiling, okay? And here I am going to add my salt, just a little bit, because you know the cheese has salt, so you just want a little bit of that, okay? And now we are going to use a whisker like this, okay? And we're gonna start adding our polenta. So you start whisking, you start adding your polenta. Whisk and add. Why? Because that way we're going to avoid all of those lumps. Okay, now I am going to start cooking my polenta for about 20 minutes or so. And I am going to try to put the temperature the lowest possible, so then the polenta has the time to cook. I've seen people that cook polenta in 10 minutes. I can assure you that that polenta is raw. I don't like to eat raw polenta, and I wouldn't suggest you to eat raw polenta. So the best way to do it is make sure that you are cooking your polenta 20 minutes, yes or yes, because at 20 minutes mark, you know, we can taste it and it will need 10 additional minutes, okay? And according to the pot that you are using, it will retain more heat or less. But polenta is one of those things that can retain a lot of heat. So be very careful when this starts bubbling, you know, because you could have a bad burn if you are not careful. So I am going to be here, you know. I am setting my stove in the lowest temperature, and I am going to be whisking, stirring. You can totally use a spatula or a spoon. I feel that this is a great tool for me to make a good polenta. This is boiling, right? Because we're cooking the polenta. I would like you to know that the polenta will take time to thick. Do not worry, it looks watery, yes, but this will thick because the polenta is gonna start releasing all the starch, and this will thicken definitely in time. But right now, we're going, on a soft boil, and that is the way that we are cooking it. 20 minutes went by, and my polenta, it's thick, right? But it's not ready. So do not be mistaken, because I just tasted it, by the way, and you can feel the little pieces, of the cornmeal, right? So do not stop the cooking process, I really wanted to show you, yes, it's thick, okay? But it's not cooked all the way. And I've been here stirring and stirring, and it's getting thick, but do not worry. Remember that we have the half and half and the butter that we're gonna incorporate. So then this will get loose a little bit, okay? Just keep stirring for 10 more minutes, and then I'll show you. My polenta, 30 minutes went by, and it's cooked, okay? It's all the way cooked. You do not have that bite, on the little pieces of polenta. And because this is super thick, I am going to add a little bit of pepper first, because I want to season it. I am going to add now my half and half. And do not worry if this gets, like loose, because all of that starches from the polenta and the cream, look. Now I am going to add some of my Parmesan cheese. And finally, I am going to add a little bit of butter for some glossiness. Okay, my friends, polenta is ready. And now is the time of the truth. It is absolutely delicious. I would like to share with you a little story. So when my husband and I started dating, once he made for breakfast exactly this creamy polenta. And then at the bottom of the plate, he put these little cold pieces of gambasola or blue cheese, in his case was gambasola. And then he sauteed some mushrooms, and he incorporated the mushrooms within the polenta. And then on top of that, a couple of fried eggs. Yeah, I know, it sounds decadent, but believe me, he won my heart. Best breakfast ever. So amor, thank you so much. And now, I hope that you get inspired with this polenta. You can make it your own. You can use it as a side dish, for your whatever you are eating. You can eat it by itself if you are looking for a meatless Monday. You can have it in so many different ways with your favorite things. Just take some time, whisk, and use your main ingredient, use your love. And I hope to see you soon. And remember, there's a bunch of people out there that is looking for other people to cook together, right? So look at your co-workers, at your neighbors, at your friends, and just say, hey, let's get together, let's cook something, right? Make like a supper club or whatever you need, Just gather with people, gather with friends, gather with families, gather with people that you don't even know, but get together, cook, and use your love. I love you all, and remember, if you need me, here I am. See you soon.